How are y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. We're going to be doing some sealed Magic the Gathering Foundations today. It is day one sealed, and this is the closest I'm going to get to a pre-release. So, before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe. But more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/Dick Record. Link in the description where you can catch your stream video games, leathercraft, and other sort of nonsense. With that out of the way, I am confirming. Oh no. Okay. I was about to say, I hate how they pulsate like this. Let's see what we're opening, folks. These are play boosters. There's 14 cards a pack, and some packs have 2 rares. Got some interesting blue cards. I'm not sure if they're going to be good. Raid, create a 1/1 if you attacked. It's actually not terrible. And an Elvish Archdruid. Consuming Aberration is in your opponent's graveyards. Whoa, that's weird, but I don't think that's a good win. Oh wait, it becomes huge then whenever you cast a spell. So you need to be able to like play this and then cast a spell. So that's like a control win condition. Time stop is rude. Lunar Insight. I guess it's an extra turn spell. You'd cast it during your opponent's upkeep. We got an Archdruid, which only matters if we have a bunch of elves. There is an elvish minor theme, or rather a minor elf theme. Lunar Insight's kind of okay if you're in the spells deck. It looks like our non-rares are gonna have to do some heavy lifting, and that's fine, folks. Let's see what we got here. What's worth playing? Instant 1/1 counter. Prevent all. Wow, those seem good. This got downshifted. This was always fine. When this creature enters, create a food token. When I know nothing about this set, folks. Gain life for the first time during each of your turns. Create a 1/1. Oh, so that like, yeah, that's pretty good. If you can imagine that being a 3/2, a 1/1, gain 3 life for 5 mana, that's not terrible. And if you can keep gaining life, it becomes even better than that. Stroke of Midnight's terrible. Make your move is sideboard grade. This creature has first strike on your turn. During your turn, creatures you control with 1/1 counters have first strike. That actually plays really well with Fleeting Flight. So that might be, it's probably like a C. Whenever this creature attacks, creatures you control. But it's a 3 mana 2/2 with double white. I don't know how I feel about that. Enchanted creature has double strike. It flashes in. It's an aura. Whenever you gain life for the first time, each turn surveil 1, and it's a 3/3 flyer for 4. That's not terrible, but we don't have any other life gain payoffs, right? Let's see. This cycles essentially, and it's a combat trick, so it's probably very good in the blue-red deck. Draw a card, discard a card, 1/2 flyer with Vigi. So it's a looter. He's got little goggles. Think twice is fine in the spells deck. When you draw your second turn, each turn, put a 1/1 counter, so that's for the draw 2 deck. Lunar Insight probably gets played there. Instant and sorcery spells you cast. So, from what I understand, there's a lot less cards that incidentally do 1 damage, so Mocking Sprite might actually be playable. Definitely play the Archmage of Runes as top end. Creature enters if you attack to draw a card. That's fine. It's a 4/3 draw a card, possibly. Grapple Crackle. Tap target creature opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. I don't know if we play Time Stop. Tolarian Terror ×2 though. That is definitely a huge sign. These are individually win conditions. If you just chuck a bunch of spells into your graveyard in a Spellslinger control deck, and then resolve 2 of these on an earlier turn than 5, you're gonna feel really good about that. So we'll take those. Sacrifice, yeah. Infestation Sage. Oh wow, it's a 1 mana 1/1 that creates a 1/1 flyer. Those seem pretty good, especially in a sacrifice deck. Instant speed, -2/-2, that's gonna be great. Burglar Rat probably is fine as a 1/of. Fake Your Own Death. Create a charger token. So it does technically cost 1 mana. at the end of it all, gets you a treasure. I'm not really the biggest fan of that kind of card. Same thing for reassembling skeleton, unless we're playing a sacrifice deck. Hero's Downfall is probably fine. Marauding Blight Priest is okay if you have life gain payoffs. Target opponent loses a life and you gain a life. And it's got the text for, what's that stupid thing? Blood Artist, Soul Shackled Zombie. I guess it's not all opponents, right? It's target opponent, yeah. I guess Blood Artist is also target opponent too, never mind. Exile 2 cards from a graveyard if at least one... That seems okay as a one of, but I don't want to pay 4 mana for that. So that's probably like a C-, right? This, though, could be fun. Tragic Banshee. Exsanguinate. Each opponent loses X life. You gain life equal to the life lost this way. Like, that could be a nice top-end card, but I don't know if we want to play that, right? 2 of Braids is pretty good. Axeguard Cavalry is just a 2-drop. Bulk Up, it's a spell. That's also another spell. Hearthfire Immolators, probably a better 2-drop just because prowess, and it's also a removal spell. We would definitely play the Seer Slicer Goblin. If a creature died this turn, untap it. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything. +3/+0 on first strike. I do kind of like a combat trick like this where you just win combat if your opponent can't do anything about it. They'll put that in the maybe. Non-creature spell, but otherwise it's a 0/4. Get out of here. Like that's for the spells deck, but it doesn't do enough on its own. If you sling 3 spells, if it had evasion, maybe like if it had like trample or something, I don't think that's worth it. Creatures you control. Oh, Goblin Surprise could be okay. Involuntary Employment. This used to be uncommon, right? It does refund you 1 mana, but it's still a 4 mana threaten effect. I don't know. Target creature can't block this turn. I think you'd play that as a 1-of. Incinerating Blast. It seems okay. Snakeskin Veil. Very good here. Better than Giant Growth. Dwinnen's Elite. Probably play both of those. Enters or dies. Surveil 1. Sure. That's probably playable. Blanchwood Armor can go away. Broken Wings is not going to be good enough. Create a food token every time it deals combat damage to a player. This actually seems okay. And I think as a 3 mana 4/2, that's the red-green deck. Wants the 4 power creatures. Inspiring card, +1/+1 counter token. I don't think we have that. Mossborn Hydra. It's green-white, that's the counters deck, right? Wow. Our we got some work to do. Target creature you control activate as a sorcery. That seems good. This Mossborn Hydra seems okay. If you can get... Oh god, you need to get like 2 landfalls with this. If we're playing either blue or black, we can splash for the Aberration, I think. We're not playing the Consuming Courtyard. This needed to have flash or something for the quick draw katana. I don't know. You might as well just call it a katana, right? Gold Vein Pick. That seems okay, but not great. When this creature dies, create a treasure token. No, that's stupid. It can't attack. Sacrifice a creature, draw a card, and put a soul counter on this active artifact. Each opponent loses life equal to the number of soul counters on this artifact. Activate only as a sorcery is really what kills that card there. And we have an Empyrean Eagle, but we don't really have enough flyers for that to do anything, right? So we really need to look at like, what do we have the most of? In terms of like, what colors do we have the most of? Like, these are our green cards, right? There's a graphical glitch, isn't there? There's a bit of a graphical glitch there. Why did it put Giant Growth there? Oh, I see what it's doing. It's showing me the cards that I have that are green, or blue, rather. These are the cards that I feel are actually playable. And it does feel like between the Kraken, the Terror, the Buccaneer, the Archmage, right? Like we could do blue something. Blight Priest, we don't have enough life gain payoffs for. Let's get rid of that. Hero's Downfall, we're not really splashing for black. And Burglar Rat and Vengeful Blood Witch are not also Eaten Alive and Infestation Stage are not like enough to pull us into those colors. So let's just eliminate the black right now. Sorry, Tragic Banshee. I know you're a 2-for-1. I think green blue is like our ramp deck, which is not great. Blue white is the flyers deck, which we have like a payoff for it, but I don't think we have enough flyers. We have a Seraph, and that's it. Granted, that oh, it gains flying until end of turn. That's not enough. Fleeting Distraction is like kind of it's a maybe. Right, that's really for the Spellslinger deck. And I feel like we don't have enough cards for the Spellslinger deck, because Sower of Chaos is only okay. I feel like we'd probably want to play blue-green, splashing black for that, that's that 5-drop. And that's like a big maybe. So let's look at only the blue-green cards that we have. I'm not putting in Time Stop. Archdruid doesn't really do enough because we won't have enough. We won't have any other elves, realistically, to pull off anything with Dwinnen's Elite. And in fact, that probably means that I don't even play the Dwinnen's Elite, which means that green is looking that much worse, right? We have the Mossborn Hydra. We have a Truffle Snout. The Truffle Snouts are just sort of, you know what I mean? So it's really just like, do I want to play the Snare Spinner and the Treetops, and the Mossborn Hydra? And I don't think I do, especially not, you want to get this down as early as possible so that you can get landfall triggers. So that's not good. Let's get rid of green. All right. Looking at this, we have red, blue, white. We have the Jeskai colors. So let's look at the red cards that we do have here. Between 2 Abrades, a Bulk Up, an Immolator, some of these cards I think are going to be okay enough, right? If I cut out all the white cards, what do we have there? I don't think we have enough creatures, I'll say that. If I cut out the white creatures, I'd play the Cavalry. We get rid of... That's exactly 40 cards. We do have a pretty good way to dig towards our Tolarian Terrors with the 3 fleeting distractions. We have to be very, very mindful of the fact that the... What's it called? Goblin Surprise is a creature, or it's 2 creatures actually. But we have to be very mindful of the fact that... What's it? If you exile a card with flashback, it doesn't count towards Tolarian Terror's cost anymore. Let's see what we have in blue. We can play the Consuming Aberration, so I think we do need like some top end and some more creature, especially because we're trying to play a Controlier deck, right? I have a fair amount of 2-drops. Hearthfire Eliminator, Bulk Up. I don't know if I think Bulk Up's like the worst of our cards too. Double targets creature's power until end of turn, but this doesn't like win combat, so I think we can get rid of that actually. And then blue, we didn't have any other creature stat, right? I could play Empyrean Eagle, but we don't have flyers, you know. Yeah, it's just that one. Like realistically, because like there's nothing here. Oh, 1, 2, 3? Huh. We could play that. Is it better than... Might be better than Lunar Insight. Erudite Wizard. For each different mana value among non-land permanents you control. Non-land permanents. We're gonna find out, I guess. But I don't think that the Empyrean Eagle is going to be good enough. Especially as a splash. I don't think it's gonna be good enough. So... This is a very rough pool. I'm going to say that right now, friends. It's a very, very rough pool. But it is what it is, right, guys? Let's just go with this. We have the top end Tolarian Terrors. We're going to hope to draw into them, as well as the Consuming Aberrations, and those will be our win conditions. We're not going to try to win early. We're going to try to win eventually. We have a lot of card draw between the Fleeting Distractions, the Think Twice's, and the Lunar Insight, as well as the Archmage of Runes. In fact, it might be worth looking to see if we have no yeah, we don't have any combat tricks. I'm sorry, not combat tricks, counter spells. This is fine. We'll just go with this. The rat shouldn't be the deck art though. Tolarian Terror should be. Tolarian Terror should be. There we go. All right, so let's hit done on that. And let's go into round 1. Oh boy. Oh boy. With my low faith red blue spellslinger deck, we definitely don't have enough creatures. So we're gonna need to remove their stuff as well as get real. Okay, this is fine. Got a 2-drop. We go first. Gain a life. Oh, these are the life lands too. I think the correct thing to do is actually to play the Strix Lookout because it can attack, likely. And then we'll get the raid trigger off of the Seer Slicer Goblin. Without, like, having to worry about it trading. There's a Scooz, right? That's not great. Get our raid trigger. Okay, they got a cat. Figured. All right. Attack with this nerd. Get our raid trigger. Yep, we'll play this devil. Get another 1/1. Now we can just profitably block the Scavenging Ooze. Okay. Oh, this has reach. Okay. Alright, so target creature can't block this turn. We'll make it so that this can't block, right? And end turn. Get another 1/1. We're just gonna keep getting these 1/1s, baby. We're gonna build an army. We're gonna build an army. I think I could have actually attacked with Sour of Chaos. Okay. My turn. Okay, that's great. Gonna make this unable to block again. Gonna send in the Strix Lookout again. Oh, you know, I probably should have sent in the Sour. No, never mind. They don't have anything. Very good. Get another 1/1. We're just gonna keep building up this pile of 1/1s. Another creature you control, 1/1 counter as long as it has 3 or more. It has flying and it is a knight in addition to its other types. God, they have a lot of ways around this. Okay. Resolve. Rex Sage. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Okay. Okay. That's pretty bad for me, isn't it? That becoming a 3/3. But do we loot here? No, I don't think we do, right? If anything, I think we just cast this so that we can cast the Terror. Because then the Terror is going to be a big nuisance. And I'd like to draw. I'd like to loot. But I'd also like to, not really need to right now, right? We can think twice, right? Instant. I think we need to make this unable to block again. Bonk. And end turn. Get another raid trigger. It's death by 1,000 cuts here, baby. Now, I don't know if there's a pyroclasm. Choose 2 target creatures. They go back to their owner's hands. Okay. That certainly sucks. Helpful Hunter. Yeah, they draw another card. Oh, and that gets another counter. Yeah. Yep. We're very much in a position where we can still, like, block these silly things. Please, yes. Reveal cards until you reveal a creature card, put it in your hand. Okay. That Spinner of Souls is a problem. Yep. Okay. Now that flies. I'm gonna think twice here. Another terror. If I cast Fleeting Distraction, they cost 4 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Let's... If I do Fleeting Distraction, though, this will cost 4... No, it'll cost 5 still. It means I'd need to still draw a land in order to then cast Think Twice and Tolarian Terror, and I think I'd rather just cast the Terror, right? I feel like I want to cast the Terror instead. My turn. That's what I get for thinking too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, I probably should have kept that. Whatever. And then played the Kraken, and then played the... Whatever. I'm not good at this game, apparently. Let's cast this. We're not going to use it, obviously. We're just going to think twice here. Sure Strike. No attacks. Sure Strike is very good. Affectionate Indrik. That's bad. This has suddenly gotten away from us. Alright. I would have definitely blocked that. No blocks here. Okay. We'll play the Kraken. Play this land. Targeting this? I think we just tap that down, right? Attack with this. End turn. Dauntless Veteran. Whenever this creature attacks. Okay. That'll be a problem. That thing's getting too big. I think I have to take another hit from it too. Yep. They gain a life. Wow, so many of their rares were just like in this color combination. Yeah, it's fair. Pass. No blocks here. Sure. And my turn. Okay. So let's tap that down. Let's, if I send this in, it gets eaten by something, I think, right? That thing's in 8/8, so I think we just play the Tolarian Terror. They don't have a flyer, right? Send this in. End turn. Sarah Angel. Hey, it's that lady. I know that lady. Okay. Sure. Pass. And it's my turn. Okay. Soothing Aberration. Each opponent reveals cards until they reveal a land card. So I think we could play this now and then start like casting other spells. Let me send in this and this. Oh no, the Wildwood Scourge is bigger than that. You know what? Send in this nerd. And they didn't fall for it. Okay, so I guess we'll just end our turn here. We can still block this Sarah Angel. That Sky Knight Squire is like so good though. Sure, sure. Pass. Put this in front of that. One blocker. Okay. Oh, you know what? I should have, that's not gonna be good enough. Okay, never mind. Because it still dies, right? Uh-huh. Let's cast this to reduce the amount of damage that we take off of that thing. Wow, we just missed one. Okay. Cool. So that sucks, unfortunately. Gong gong. Alright. Erudite Wizard. Huh. That would have been nice last turn. Cast a spell. Oh, it's whenever we cast a spell. Okay, so we'll play the Tolarian Terror. It's whenever I cast a spell. I thought it was just non-creature spells. You know, I haven't drawn a single removal spell either. So that's like unfortunate. That 12/12 can't really attack into us. I mean, it can, but it would just be getting rid of one of these 1/1s every turn. Let's see. How much power do they have? They have this. I could play this, but I can't. I guess that would lock that down. Either way, I'm just dead on board, right? So yeah, good game. Because they have too many flyers here. Between this, and this, right? New battlefield. I have like 4 toughness, I'm sorry, 4 health left. And even if I lock this one down, they still get to get in with these 3. Leave match. That aberration's way better than I thought it was, actually. Now let me look at this real quick, because it feels like we don't have that much removal, right? We only have the abrades, don't we? Wow, okay, so we need to actually play more removal. We have the Incinerating Blast, which I never saw. Might it be worth playing the Hero's Downfall? I guess I could play the Eaten Alive, right? Is it better than a Fleeting Distraction? We were in a very specific, like, we can't put cards into our graveyard situation back there, too. I wanted to snap off that Fleeting Distraction earlier so I can start, like, looting, or sorry, not looting, digging into my deck to look for cards that to keep going and then play the Tolarian Terror early, but we just didn't get there. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll just add that. Screw it. We have enough card draw. Go into round 2. Ooh. Shoulder's killing me. Oh, here's our next opponent. Those are a lot of my muscles. Ooh. The Ashling avatar. Alright, so let's see what we have here. And this creature enters if you attack, draw a card. This is rough, actually. I need, like, earlier plays, and this is not them. I think I can keep it. We'll find out how fast this format is. I bet it's too fast. Fishing pole. What the heck? Bait counter on fishing pole. That's a choice. Okay, and we drew a red source and not a blue source with all these double blue spells. Alright, it's turn 2. Turn 3 is going to be the Mocking Sprite, but I'd like to draw a 2-drop here. Looks like our opponent's got a slow hand as well. What do they pitch? Spitfire, Lagak, each opponent. Okay. Lunar Insight. That's a late game play. We're gonna play that later. After we play this... Right? Target opponent discards 2 cards. So I think we pitched the Kraken and the Mountain. Yeah. Because at least the Lunar Insight replaces itself, and that's great. We'll play the Mocking Sprite. We might have to Lunar Insight next turn to just cycle it. Right? Unless I can get a, and do anything. Alright, well. Play this and hope they don't kill my creature in response. Sure. Alright. This isn't where we want it to be. Next turn I attack with the Sprite, then play the Buccaneer. Okay. We did attack this turn, so we draw a card off of this. There's no counters in black or red. I think this eats a removal spell simply because it's a 4/3 flyer. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, Sure Strike. Okay. It's Holly Primal Storm. Okay. That's not great for us here. It's whenever this attacks, right? Okay, we're gonna play this. I don't think we can just attack into that, unfortunately. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Because if I play this and then hope to combat trick kill that thing, whatever. No attacks here. That's very good. That's probably gonna kill us. Just the fact that this it gets a lot of value out of nowhere. I'm hoping that our opponent gets cold feet here and chooses not to attack. That would be the mistake. That would be a mistake, rather. What the hell? Alesha who laughs at fate? That's so weird. Okay. But they get land and... alright. I need to block this. I need to block this. I do need to block that. And then we just play another one of these stupid, ooh, Fleeting Distraction. If I cast this, this costs 1 less. I don't think that that's where we need to be here. I just hope that they don't have a, what's it called? An Edict effect? That would suck. Cranko, okay. Is cranky. A Braid off the top. What do you do? Gains menace, but they don't have the power. Put a 1/1 counter on that, but then they don't get anything back from the graveyard with Alesha, so... Sure. I guess they can make wieners, right? Put a bait counter on Fishing Pole? Okay. Sower of Chaos. If I play this... let me see how they block. Or not how they block. Do that. I think we need to play the Strix Lookout. No, because it still gets strong enough to play the Sower of Chaos and end our turn here. Untap to remove the bait. It becomes yeah. Okay. We gain a life here. I can Fleeting Distraction their Alesha. Yeah, they make 2 4 goblins. This is gonna be bad for me. We need to win faster than that. Oh boy. Put a bait counter on fishing pole. Okay. All right. Pass. Is that activate only as a sorcery? Oh yes, thank you. Resolve. Pass the blockers. We'll put this in front of that. 1 blocker. Fleeting distraction. Draw a card. There we go. That was good. That was real good. And the next turn we can sure strike. Yeah. I'm gonna hold on to this land actually. We'll play this nerd. I'll attack with the big guy. I'm assuming they do some chumping here. Sure. Okay. Bong. And end turn. I like that. That fleeting distraction acted as a combat trick. Create a bunch of 1/1s. Yep. Burglar rat. Okay. We pitch the land. Because Strix Lookout is a looter, so I don't have to even play any more lands now. I just need to... Well, I need to play a black source. Sure. I need to play a black source. So I can play Eaten Alive. I don't know what I would sacrifice to it. It's probably none of these things. Like, my Strix Lookout is my win condition here. Attack with these two. If they want to, like, quad block the Tolarian Terror, that'd be great for me. Sure. Gong, gong. And end turn. Sure. They're gonna have, like, 12 goblins off of Krenko now. Boy. That sure is a win condition. Yep. Okay. Sure. Put a bait counter on it. Yep. Pass. They're, like, sequencing things poorly, too. Yep. They're so far ahead of us. I'm gonna activate this to loot away this mountain. Okay, there's a 2-drop. My turn. We'll play this. We'll play the Hearthfire Immolator. Attack with these two. I want them to put 5 creatures in front of that. If I can sure strike it, that'd be great. I think that's the most incorrect thing for them to do, and I think just putting 1 is probably better, but who knows? I'm not their real dad, right? It's getting to the point where pitching this Eaten Alive might be the correct thing to do. Opponent, though, is real big think here. The problem is that, like, this Krenko has snowballed so much that I don't think I can come back, is the unfortunate thing, right? I think they're considering taking it. Okay. End turn. Resolve. They have so many bodies on the board right now. I can block 4 of them, right? Create X1/1s, yep. So that'll win, like, next turn. That'll 100% win next turn. This is a problem. Sure. Okay, makes sense. Courageous Goblin. Sure, pass. Block, 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 block. And take 4. Yep. Activate this ability. Loot away this. Wow, there's the black source. Oh god, it's too late though, right? Because like all these bodies is bad for me. It is definitely the eaten alive though. That's the problem for where was that before? Just 3 damage to that. Next, attack. Do we leave this back behind? Attack. So if they don't block, we can sure strike. This is like the only chance that we have to win, right? It's that they don't block here. Yeah. Yep. Okay. 2 damage. Gong. But we can't win here, so good game. It's okay. I honestly don't know what changes I would make to this deck because our pool was so bad. Like it was really bad. It feels like the only good card that we have in the pool is like the Aberration and the 2 Tolarian Terrors. But blue-black was too shallow for me to actually consider playing. What is this? Inbox. I'll look at that later. Right? Like blue-black is just too shallow here. Like there's just not much here. There's not much here. It does feel like red is a little lax. There's an Exsanguinate, which is kind of fun. But at the same time, like, I don't have enough other things to do stuff with, right? So stab, there's some burglar rats. Maybe we could play Grixis. If I get rid of the blast, the sour's been pretty useful. I haven't even seen Goblin Surprise. We need the Abrades. But what if I play... That seems pretty good. Instead of Sower, 2 rats, a Sage. See, like I'm taking out like spells though. That's the thing. Like actual spells. Well, I feel like I'm trading down on power though for this to play the Sage, right? And then I want to play the Tragic Banshee, but we have a lot of 5s. We have no 4s is like really an issue. It's like one of the issues here. And the Exsanguinate's like lacking. I guess the Terrors could be 4s if, right? The Stab is also like, this seems pretty good too. So maybe I play that instead of 1 or 2 of those. And we change up the mana base a little bit. I don't even know if that's good, right? Because like the Sage doesn't really do much by itself. It's really about getting value off the Eaten Alive. And the Stab is just like removal, maybe? The Sage is, the burglar rats seem pretty good, actually. So maybe that's it. And then we adjust the mana base, suggest lands. Yeah. We have like more black creatures at the lower end though. Oh, but most of our red cards are 2-drops. That's like the worst thing. That is the worst thing here. Our splash is essentially like so far down. Yeah, that's a bad idea. No, screw that. Get rid of the lands. Get rid of the black. And we'll just... Yeah, see? Like that's a terrible idea. Sour of Chaos and Incinerating Blast, not Goblin Surprise. And I think that that's fine. Like, it's just, the pool is so bad. The pool has been so bad to us. Like, it doesn't feel like we can play white aggro, right? It's very split among those colors. There's nothing really pulling us into green. We don't have enough elves to do elf things. Yeah, let's just call it done. Oh, wait, no. I have to readjust the lands. Whoops, that almost killed us. 2 swamps and a dismal black backwater. Sure, done. Click play. 0-2 going into round 3. Hopefully we can pull off a single win. Oh my god. Thankfully this set doesn't seem super fast. Then again, it is sealed, right? Oh, this is bad. I gotta mulligan this. We can keep this. We'll bottom a land. And hope the Abrade is okay. I don't even know if that's good enough. We are on the draw, so I think that that's okay. There's that. Cool. Play that. Lunar Insight we can't play for a bit. Burglar Rat. Goodbye, Sure Strike. Thank you for that. Another Tolarian Terror. Play that next. End turn, we'll hold up the Abrade, just in case they play anything stupid. This creature or another creature you control dies. Yeah, I think I can Abrade that. I'd rather them not gain the value off of that. Sure. Play that. We could think twice at the end of their turn, right? This is an instant. Sure. End turn. And if we hit a land, sure, they're gonna get a 1/1. If we hit a land, we can play Tolarian Terror on their turn. And that'll probably be very hard for them to deal with. Ooh, a Swiftblade Vindicator. Are they playing a lot of combat tricks? Pass. Pass. Sure. Think twice. It's not a land. There's a land. Terror. Exemplar of Light. Okay, so we play this. We play the Abrade. Kill that. We can cast the other Tolarian Terror. Let's attack. Sure. And there's the other Tolarian Terror. Axe Guard Cavalry, yeah. Yeah. Opponent's pretty empty-handed right now. Next is Swing. I think if I play my cavalry, sure. 3 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Next. Sure. So we're trading that for that. I think that that's fine because they're 2-for-1ing themselves here. I could still play the cavalry and then play Lunar Insight, or I could try to dig for something. And I think I am, because we have a fairly high chance of getting fleeting distraction. Thank you, game. Play that, play this. I think it's all, but I think we got them. I think we got them. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. I'm gonna draw first. Lunar Insight, draw 2. Yep. If I play this, I can't do the other thing. I'm just gonna attack here. If they block the cavalry. Yeah. +3 plus... Okay, just shrink that again. It becomes a 4/2, so it can't kill the Tolarian Terror. Yeah. Like, that's cool and all, but like... Sorry. Play that. Play the Mocking Sprite. I don't think I need to play lands anymore. And they're not exactly dead on board, but... This gets me a card off the Buccaneer. Sure. End turn. Good game. Good game. Hey, we took one. We took one. We finally took one. And all we had to do was draw very well and watch our opponent only draw middling 2-drops. See, that's what happens when you just draw well. It's so strange. I couldn't tell you how many times. How many times? 1 and 2 going into round 3? Or 1 and 2 going into round 4. We have perfect mana. And we go first. Alright. We could turn 2 think twice. This seems fine. I do want to draw into other creatures. I think it's weird how the texture or whatever for the card, these specific lands, right? There's a line on the top and the bottom. Play the island, go. Okay. Swamp go. Next. End turn. This allows us to think twice at the end of their turn and then Mocking Sprite on our next turn. Pass. They have no turn 2 play. Okay. Tragic Banshee. I forgot that I put that in there. I forgot that I put that in there. We could think twice again to draw another card, but that increases the price of Tolarian Terror. It might be more important actually to just Lunar Insight here, but I don't think that that's good either. If they play anything stupid, I could... well, the Banshee's still here, and the Banshee's playable. It's actually... I was going to say, like, we could use Incinerating Blast to pitch something. It might be more correct to just... when this creature enters, create a 1/1. Yeah. Well, we definitely hit them. This is a sorcery, right? All attack. And there's nothing really worth doing right now, so I think I'll leave up the ability to think twice on their turn. Let them think that we have something, as opposed to like tapping out. Because next turn we can more Tragic Banshee, at the very least kill the cub, right? Or if they play something huge that needs to be killed, Incinerating Blast, you know? We do need to be adding to our board here. For each forest you control. That'll be a problem. Let's do this and see if we can hit an Upbraid real quick. That's not an Upbraid. Alright. Alright, so it's a 4/4. Sure. Now it's a 5/5. That's a problem. That's exactly the kind of problem that they invented Incinerating Blast for. There's nothing in our opponent's graveyard, so we definitely Incinerating Blast here, killing that, pitching a Swamp. 6 damage, right? Because we don't need double Swamp. Submit 1. Get another Island. There we go. Next turn we can Tolarian Terror. Consuming Aberration's not particularly good here because it's a 5 mana 2/2. Mossborn Hedra. Okay. It's a 1/1. It's 2/2. Sure. Okay. Too many lands. Play this, and then I think we play the Banshee. After we hit our... No, we just play the Terror. What's wrong with me? Because even if they double the amount of counters on this thing now, it's still a... it's only a 4/4, so it can't attack through the Tolarian Terror. Granted. Doubling Season. Oh boy! That's a 6/6. Alright. Yeah. No blocks here. Grappling Kraken and then play a land to tap that down might be the correct thing to do. They're like, It gets 2... Oh! Oh, the doubling season gave it another counter. That's really cute. I like that. That's fun. That's real fun for me, not for them. I'm sorry, opponent. I think next turn's a good turn to play Lunar Insight, unless we can get something to die. In which case, oh, you know what? We could Tragic Banshee into Lunar Insight, right? 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, so that becomes like an 18-18 with Trample. We need to win very, very quickly. We need to win very, very, very quickly here. We do have lethal on board, so they need to play creatures. Oh, they have a fight spell. They have a fight spell right here. You can see it coming. If I play the Aberration... Oh. What is this? Creature card with power 2 or less. Okay. Alright. Aberration. They have something instant speed even. I wonder if there's a fight spell that's instant speed. They're like looking at that. I guess. Play this. We can go for lethal here. We'll mill them for 3. Make that a 5/5. Draw 4. I guess if they kill something, it's a draw 3. Oh, never mind. Next. Swing out. Destroy target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 1/1 human creature token. Sure. Um, 8, 10. That's not enough. Dong dong. And end turn. If they play an X3, I can abrade it. That creature doesn't untap here. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Stroke of Midnight doing some real work there. But at the same time, again, like, and we milled their make your move. That's gotta hurt. Yeah, Stroke of Midnight did some real work there. They should have used it much earlier. They should have done it at like my upkeep or something, or just even before I had a chance to play another land, because they lost an entire blocker there. I guess it didn't really matter because Consuming Aberration was going to do things, right? Leave match. That was very good, and we had the ability to make our Aberration even bigger if we cast Sure Strike. Mocking Sprite, much better than I remember it being back in Eldraine, because there's no incidental 1 damage spells. 2 and 2 going into round 4? 5. 2 and 2 going into round 5. And here's our next opponent. What time is it? Okay. I have an appointment, that's why I ask. This is the first time I've seen my Erudite Wizard. We actually have a curve here. A 2, a 3, and then we can use Lunar Insight, maybe? Alright. I'm down. Opponent goes first, though, so we're on the draw. Which means even better. This is, a Lunar Insight, though, is feeling really bad. I'll keep this. There have been many times where it's like, oh, like right now, I can get it to be Divination, right? I guess Divination plus, whatever. Sure. Vengeful Blood Witch. Play the Cavalry here. You know what's funny? We could attack with this. Oh no, we can't. Haha. We'll play this, and we'll play the wizard. Next. No attacks, end turn. Play the wizard. This is where the consuming aberration can become bad, right? I think they definitely get to hit us with this thing. It becomes a 3/3. Yeah, I'm not blocking that. That'd be stupid. Hit me! Alesha, you're gonna snowball, aren't you? I hate it. I hate it here. Oh, they might have something. Let's see, is this, return target creature with mana value less than its attack power. If they have a combat trick, that's fine. Yep. They do get this back, right? Which means that they do push through another point of damage. Kellen, okay. Resolve. My turn. Okay. I'm gonna cast this. Grab that. Next. Let's see. This becomes a... Yeah. No attacks, end turn. This already seems very, very bad for us. This already seems like we're in a bad place, right? Like, I can't block the Alesha. Okay. Resolve. Sure. Cast a non-creature spell. Pass to blockers. Block like this, block like this. I don't think they can activate all those abilities on Kellen, but they might just have a combat trick, which would be very bad for us. Like, very, very, very bad. I think next turn, the best thing I could possibly do is Goblin Surprise. Ooh. Okay. That's very good here. That's basically my board. And they get back at least one of these creatures, which sucks. I think we're already dead. Yeah, because that's a 6. Oh, God. Yep. We're down to 3. Yep. And then they get back that thing, of course. Yep. Makes sense. That's not enough. Alright, so we can play this. I have something. Let's play this, and then we can say good game. That was quick. Wow. Wowza. Wowza, wowza. Wow! That was super fast. This Alesha is like, alright, can you kill this immediately? And the answer was no. Leave match. Maybe even better to just not block that thing then? I don't even know. Either way, we didn't have like the best pool, and we tried to make the best of it from what we had. Maybe this deck needed another black source for the Tragic Banshee. No, because when we had it, right? It's just, it needs to draw well, which I guess the same could be said of every deck out there. Oof, right? Well, either way, if you enjoyed that, please like, share, and subscribe. Come over to twitch.tv/dickrecord. Come over to youtube.com/recordplayer1. I'm going to put the link to that in the description as well. Please go give that a follow. It's my new channel, and I might even be uploading some of these to that channel because, yeah. But until next time, stay safe out there. Don't eat yellow snow. And remember, if you're not here, you're dickless. Have a good night, folks.